NBC Nightly News with Tom Llamas.
I know.
Just let that sink in.
It's crazy.
Yeah. It's like everybody dreams of this happening to them, but no one really thinks that it could. Not when you're like you or me, where we grew up, we didn't have any connections. We just were worker bees who loved the news.
Who love the news and just love working hard and really just so passionate about this business, right? I mean, I'm excited to come to work every day. I still get excited about stories. I never come in and I'm tired or take it for granted because I know this is a calling, but I also know it's a blessing that we get to do this.
I love Tom Llamas on the road.
Thank you, I appreciate it.
I think you are extraordinary in the field. Do you have your bag packed, and will you be taking nightly news around this country and around the world?
You know I will. You know, I want to bring a reporter sensibility to the show. I know Lester did the same. To me, to you, being a reporter is the highest calling in this business, and I think you do have to get out there. When news breaks somewhere and the entire country pauses and focuses on a town or a city in this country or around the world, I'm going to be there. Right? That's in my DNA. I think it's important to be there so you can see with your own eyes, so you can bear witness, so you can hear people's stories. And the best people in this business, Savannah, the people like you, the people that I've always looked up to, they could obviously talk on television, but they were great listeners. And you can only do that when you get to the story.
We both grew up in local news. What do you think you took away and learned most from all those years working in local stations?
I think I learned that everyone has a story, right? And regardless of where you live or where you are, that story is important. I think I learned how to do this job, how to report everything. I started out in Miami as a local reporter, so I covered a ton of hurricanes. I covered really interesting local politics, but also because of immigration, a lot of foreign policy issues. And so I learned how to do everything, and sometimes you did all of them in the same day. So it was a great training ground, and there are great reporters and photographers at these local stations who I owe everything to.
What's your philosophy about covering the news?
There's two tenets I sort of live by as a journalist. The first is you got to be tough but fair. You have to ask those hard questions, right? Because we're not there asking those questions for ourselves. We're asking those questions for everyone at home. So you got to be tough on the Republicans and you got to be tough on the Democrats. And I think NBC has always done that. But you also have to be fair. And then I think also you have to go in there sort of fearless. You have to report the news without fear or favor. And I think if you get those two tenets right, you get this job right.